charge the headset a little bit. Hopefully it'll last me a little bit before it dies again. We should be good. So everybody's wondering, they're like, well, why can't we see the per sites? Why can't we see the per sites? One, I didn't have enough time to find the other camera. The camera that I had hooked up apparently is not working. I was gonna get the wide field, but it's just not going the way I want it to. I have SharpCap pulled up, but for some odd reason, it's just not recognizing the camera. And I have no idea why. It's really strange. And I was hoping to get something, but I have in the works. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to be getting an all-sky camera or not, and I'll be working on that. So I'm working on a few things. Oh, look at that, satellite went right through. That one actually drifted a little bit. I don't know why that one drifted. That one was really bad. It's a pretty bright satellite that went through, too. So my question to you is, now that we've got the dumbbell, we can go to another object. We can object hop tonight. So if there's objects in the night sky that are in this area, by all means, we most certainly can move to them. I have no problems with it at all. And see if there's something out there that everybody wants me to get, as long as it's within my view. I mean, if there's something that's blocking, I can't. NGC 6905. We're going to try that one next. We'll take 5 images of these in luminance. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to NGC 6905. That's next on my list here of objects to get. I'm gonna find it. I know it's on the list here. It's in Velpicula. I gotta type it in. NGC 6905. There it is. This is a small object. Very, very small object. But I want to see what it looks like. I think 9 minutes is too much of an exposure for the other camera. I'm going to try to go to maybe a 6-minute exposure. Well, we're going to move objects anyway, so it's okay. We got it in both cameras, so... no problems here. Alright, we're going to move it in about a minute. So today we're just going to be object hopping. We're not going to really do any serious red, green, and blue and on any of that stuff. We're just going to hop from one object to another. So Troy, Amol, if you guys have any, like, you know... yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I have no problems with that. Bill has great skies. I have... here's the problem, though, and this is what I've also noticed, is that I don't have good skies for it. That's the problem. I've been doing meteor showers for a very long time, about 3 years now, and in 3 years, I've got maybe 6, maybe 7, and that's hours and hours and hours and hours of looking at the sky trying to find it, and I don't have the skies for it. Bill does. Bill's got great, great skies for it. I can't. Cat's Eye Nebula. Let me see. Let's see. I could try the Cat's Eye. It just moved past north, so I could try Cat's Eye. Alright, we're gonna move. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna stop the guider. First, we'll do is we'll look at one last shot of the dumbbell. One last shot of. Well, here's the problem though. We're close to Niagara Falls, Buffalo, Amherst. We got it all, and that's the problem. Is that we have way too many lights to do any of the wide field shots. I'd have to go more towards the country. That's the problem, and I can't. I can get deep sky imaging because I have the equipment for it. The only thing I'd have to do is I'd have to get a really, really sensitive camera and put it into a wide field. That's really the only way I can do it. And the cameras that I have for wide field just doesn't cut it. Unfortunately, I can't. I wish. I really do, but it's just not. It just doesn't work that way. Everybody has their specialties, you know. Unfortunately, this wide field is not my specialty, and that's okay. Yeah, too many streetlights. There's nothing I can do. I've tried. So now we're gonna move the mount, and we're gonna get NGC 6905. So we're gonna move this. We're gonna flip the gain to 20. Okay. And then we're gonna move the mount. We're not moving too far either. We're just moving just a slight bit. Alright, so now we're moving it closer. Helix is going to be later tonight, but that one's going to be close. It only rises at what is it, 20 to 25 degrees above the horizon. So that one's going to be a little tough. Not to say that we can't do it. I've never gotten the Helix though before, so I will tell you that. Never. So that would be pretty cool to get the Helix Nebula. That would be really neat. There's the Helix Galaxy, too. That's another one. Alright, waiting for the mount to settle down. Alright, and now we're going to take a 13-second exposure, see where we are. So again, this is NGC 6905. It's called the Blue Flash Nebula. And it's going to be very small, but you'll be able, as soon as you get the picture, you'll be able to see it, and you'll know exactly where it is. Yep, there's the Ghost of Saturn. There's also the Ghost of Mirek, too. That's another one. Let's see where we are. Let's take a look. See, now you guys are just throwing objects at me left and right here. Love it. Let's take a look and see.
I could be lying and tell you you're fine. I
take a look and see here. We're just plate solving just to see where we are in the sky. Gotta be right in that area. There you go. Some of them are on your target list. Here you go. Alright, we found it. Let's see where we are. How far did it move? Oh, not far. Okay, so we're not far at all. Alright, we should be right on top of it now. Okay, let's see. And I'll be able to star match and be able to see exactly where it is. But I think I see it, but just to confirm, in another 13 seconds and the stars are going to move here. Let's see. I'm all. This is a really small nebula. Hold on, what I gotta do is we gotta turn the guider back on just to see exactly where we are. Alright, turning the guider back on. Alright, here we go. Guys, I'm going to try to get some more galaxies and planetary nebulas. Maybe down the road when I upgrade my gear, I'll try to get some more. Yeah, definitely. No doubt about that. If I had to take a guess, it's that right there. That's my thinking. Because it's small. Actually, wait. I take that back. Take that back. Hang on. It's in this view. It's in this picture. We just don't know exactly where, but it's in here. It's tiny. Maybe I bit on too much more than I can chew with this image. For all we know, it could very well could be just that little tiny thing. Actually, I'm doing star matching. It's this right here. That's it right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Yeah, that's it right there. 'Cause I'm doing some star matching, and I can see exactly where the stars are based on this. There's 2 stars right here. So if I were to do a bigger exposure, there's 2 stars right here. And if I slide down, then you have 3 stars here. And then there's 2 stars there, which that's exactly where it is. Yep. And then you have a double star right. Actually, there's a triple star right here. Yep. That's it right there. That's the Blue Flash Nebula. Whew. So that's it right there. I know, it's so exciting. Oh boy. Well, and of course with this thing, it's so friggin' small. It's so tiny. I mean, look how tiny this is in comparison to where the picture is. This thing is like, it's crazy. So you can see a little bit of a smudge right here. That's it right there. Right here. That's so cool. Wow, that's crazy. So we'll just take about 10 or 11 pictures of this. Yep, so the blue flash, that's really cool. That is really neat. So we got it. How cool is that? So we're just taking just little short exposures, that's all. Little tiny short exposures. I mean, we could probably go more than 14 seconds. We'll take a few of these here, and then we'll go longer. Maybe we might be able to pull out the nebula a little bit. And where to find it, just based off of where the star patterns are. Okay, so you can see my mouse, right? There it is. There's my mouse right here. Okay, do you see this little like wisp line right here? There's like it's like a weird S-looking shape just above the hand. When you look at that, you just keep going. Above that, it's right where the index finger is, right here. That's where it is. So that's where the blue flash nebula is, which is... Oh, and I should change that, actually. NGC 6905 is the name of it. NGC 6905. And it's the blue flash nebula. I know I'm not doing capital letters. I don't care. And if I could spell blue right, that'd be nice. There you go. So that's the blue flash nebula. so cool. We'll see if we can take a little bit of a longer exposure here. Oh, it is. M27 is bigger. No doubt about that. Alright, so we'll lower the gain down to about 10. And then we'll take a 40-second exposure here. Well, we'll do 45. We'll go down to about 9.75. We'll see what we get here. So 45-second image. So we'll be able to see if we can pull out some nebula here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post this here. So we're going to share, copy. Oh yeah, you could see it now. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Holy crap, that's awesome. That's the Blue Flash Nebula right there. That is so cool. That is awesome. Wow, that is so cool. And we'll go with a little bit longer of exposure too. We'll take about 10 or 11 of these, because then what I will do is I'll stack these too. Now we could do it in color, and you might be able to pull out some of the blue too, if we really wanted to. That is really cool. The one thing I always notice though is that the mount is that you can never say no to the mount. You know, and that's the coolest thing, is you could never say that, or with plate solving. You know, when it says that it's in view, it's in view. Now, a little bit about NGC 6905. Its apparent size is 0.8 by 0.6 arc minutes. That's very, very small. Its distance is about 2,500 light years away. It's known again as NGC 6905. Its diameter is 0.6 light years away. Or not light years away. 0.6 in diameter light years. So roughly just under 1 light year in diameter. Which is just crazy to think about, that little tiny speck is that small. It's amazing. Alright, next what we'll do is we will get a little bit more of an exposure here, so we'll drop the gain down just even more. And we'll go up to 1.5 minutes now. Hopefully we'll be able to pull out some more. So again, this is a 45-second exposure. And we're looking this at 600%. This little smudge. And the reason why I know that it's there is because it sits between 3 stars like a triangle. So that's how I know it's there. I'm guiding on like a star that is so small and so tiny. But I'm taking such short exposures it really doesn't matter. My question is where is it on here? On the other camera. I wonder where it is on the other camera. I guess I won't know until I stack it. Because it's probably even smaller on this camera. I think it's probably right in... It's... If I had to take a guess, it's probably right in here. But I don't know. I might have to take a longer exposure for the other one, but... That littlest smudge. That's amazing. That's a 1.5-minute exposure. Let's take a look and see where else we're gonna go. Let's see. Can make our way down and see here. And it was a 10.9 magnitude. 10.9. That's really dim. We can go after the star cluster of NGC 6940. Let's see where that one is in comparison to where we are. It's not too far. NGC 6940. There's 6940 right here. Okay. Perfect. That's 6940 right there on the bottom left. So, let's stop the guider. Then we're going to move the mount. Alright, so now it's in view. Let's take a look and see where we are. Alright. Alright, so this is NGC 6940. Alright, just want to make sure that we're in the right spot here. Let's see here. Pretty sure that that's it right there. Pretty sure. Yep, that's it. Because if I go that way there. Yeah, it's this here. So it's these stars right here. So then if I were to start the guider. And wait a second here. Alright, now we'll take an image. Wait 13 seconds, see what we get. No, I think we are guiding on a dead pixel. Oh yeah, we are. Ha ha. There we go. I was about to say, I'm like, there's no way that the guiding is that good. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely it. Yep. So it's a little star cluster. It's not the biggest star cluster of 6940, but it's still pretty cool. No, they're not terrible. I mean, if you got plate solving, it's not terrible. So now what we'll do is we'll switch it over here. We'll go to NGC 69. Oh, excuse me, 6940. And it's just a star cluster, which it has really no name. It's just straight up 6940. And we're taking a 40-second image here just to see what it looks like. Alright, so this is a 40-second image. And what I can do, I can enhance the image a little bit. So that way you can see all the stars. There you have, there we go. That's really cool. Again, it's no nebula, but it's stars. It's cool. We'll take about 6 of these. That way we'll be able to stack it, but again, we're doing it in luminance, we're not doing it in color. I'd have to flip the filter over and over and over and over, but pretty cool. And taking a 60-second image of the actual cluster here on this scope, it's gonna be, I'll pull it up here. It's gonna be this right here. And the camera on the bottom left, it's gonna be this right here. Not gonna be vibrant at all. I'm only taking 1-minute exposures. See, 1501. Well, let's take a look and see. I like the suggestions. Hopefully it's not too far from where we're going here. Let's see. Oh, wow. No way we can get that one yet. It's too early. That's at 19 degrees right now. That one is sitting in just southwest of the Heart Nebula. Yeah, NGC 1501 is just a little too low right now. I'd have to wait probably about another hour and a half to 2 hours to get 1501. To get that in view of where, you know, actually it's at 22 degrees right now. To get it where I want to be for imaging, I'd have to wait till about 1:20 a.m. Although it is really cool. That would definitely be really neat. Next one I'm going to try to go to is NGC 7027, I think. We'll make our way down towards 1501, but we'll go to NGC 7027 because that's another nebula. Let's see here. All right, so now we're going to stop the image. And we're still we're saving all these images, so it's not like they're going to waste. Alright, so we're gonna go to 7027. I don't even know if it's on here. Let's see. There's 7024. I do not see 7027 on here at all. I guess we'll have to type it in. $70.27. Go. There it is. Alright, we're gonna get this centered. Perfect, right there. That's right on top of it now. Oh, let's see where we are. So this is NGC 7027. So this is another very, very small nebula. But it's bright. It's 8.6. So you should be able to see it in view. Let's see. I'd be willing to bet it's that one right there. I'd be willing to bet. What we're gonna do is this. Start the guider back up again. Alright, there we go. We'll take a 20-second image. See where we are. Alright, so there's those stars there, so I see that. See those? Yeah, it's definitely that. Oh yeah, it's definitely that. It's this thing right here. That's very bright. And it's oblong, so look at the stars here. When you see these stars, the stars look pinpoint. When you see this star right there, that looks like a pinpoint star. Then you look at this thing and you're like, what the f... Looks like an egg. It's a freaking egg. It's weird. It's weird looking. And what we'll do is we'll take a whole bunch of these. It's a 20-second image and it pops out like it's not supposed to be there. And even when you look at the actual image on Sky Safari, It does kind of resemble an egg. I can't even keep up on the, because we're going to so many different objects. So this one here again is NGC 7027. So here, we'll change that. So 7027. You could definitely see it. It's so cool. That's so neat. And we're not too far from the North American Nebula either. Who wants to see the Pelican real quick? We'll see the Pelican. We'll go from super small objects to something gigantic. Because why not? Because we're just having so much fun. Why not? Alright, so we've taken 8 images at 20 seconds apiece. Alright, so we're gonna wait till we take about 8 or 9 images of this. Alright. That's exactly right. Gotta take advantage of this while I can. Because I guarantee you in October or November, we won't have much of an opportunity. We'll be doing a lot of process parties. Let me see where it is on the before I move over to that, I just want to see, because it's that right there. Trying to see where it is on this camera. It's super bright. It's going to be super bright on this image. I just don't see it. I know it's in view. It's in the middle here somewhere. I just don't know where. I think it's this. It's got to be that right there. So it's got to be this bright thing right there. That's it right there. Okay. Yep, that's it. Okie dokie. So we're just taking images here. And then we're going to flip to the Pelican. That is so cool. Again, we're getting NGC 7027. It's this little dot right there, right above the hand. Which is actually pretty close to the middle, so that's great. Troy, that is correct. But here in Buffalo, we get really crappy skies in December, meaning for clouds. So there's going to be a ton of clouds in December. So unfortunately, I won't be able to see much. Now, if it was clear and there's no clouds, yeah, it would actually be better viewing. Unfortunately, I don't get much. So the winter months is usually bad. Alright, well, so we'll take one more, and then we'll flip it to the Pelican. Welcome, Sammy. Okay. I still have no idea how I'm still functioning either. I still don't get it. Nothing like working a 12-hour shift and then going straight to astronomy. Alright, so we're going to stop the image. We're going to stop the guider. Again, we're just whipping through objects here, which is nice. Alright, and now we will go to the Pelican, which is actually not far from where we're imaging. So now we will move over. And we'll flip it to hydrogen alpha. should be right on top of the Pelican right now. Okay, here we go. I just want to see where the stars are. Okay, we should get two very bright stars, 56 Cygni and 57 Cygni. And that's got to be those two right there. Let me take a look. In luminance, we should be able to see some of the nebulosity. Yeah. Alright, so these are... If I were to move it down... Alright, let's see. Go to video mode. Alright, that should be right in the middle. Right there, that's perfect. Alright, excellent. So now we're right in center of where we want to be. So now we are golden. Oh yeah, we're dead center. If you look at the bottom left of where the camera is versus where the pelican is, that's as perfect as you can get it. That is dead center. So now, let's switch the filter. Let's watch the magic. Let's watch the magic. First, what we'll do is we'll set the guider here. See where we are here. Oh, some good stars. Good. That's what I like. Perfect. So you can see this is a 5-second image, and you can see how round the stars are. So that's perfect. And you saw me take a 15 to 20-second image, and you didn't get much. That's in luminance. Let's go to H alpha. Flip the filter. Here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, that should do it right there. That should be as pinpoint as possible. That's perfect right there. Alright, now, let's take a quick exposure, see what we got here. We'll take a 30-second exposure at 20 gain. Oh, and guiding is, holy hell, guiding is perfect. Alright. Oh, we're going to have fun with this. Alright, so this is going to be a 30-second image in hydrogen alpha, so be ready. Alright. 30-second image. Let's see what we got. Perfect. You can just barely see it. It's all right in here. And again, this is a 30-second image. That is beautiful. Okay. If guiding stays exactly like this, we're going to have loads of fun. Okay, here we go. If it stays right there, this will be a perfect shot. It's got to stay like this for 8 minutes straight. Right now, this is as best as guiding as we've come in a long time, so... There we go. The Pelican Nebula. Guiding is really good right now. So you can just barely see it, and of course the North American Nebula sits on the right side of it. So you'll be able to see this right in the center of the picture when this, again, that's a 20-second image in hydrogen alpha at a gain of set of 20 just to see where we are. And we got this as dead center as possible. So we're going to take an 8-minute image to see where we are. So I can't wait to see what we get with this. I have yet to take the Pelican this year. It is definitely a hot, humid night out there tonight, too. It's 74 degrees outside. That doesn't usually happen. Of course, it's 77 in here. That doesn't help any. Yeah, guiding is really, really good. We're at 0.5. So we're doing really, really good. So I'm going to be very intrigued to see what we get here. Now, I mean, if it's anything of what the veil looked like, I'm very, very excited. Should be just a few more minutes and we should be able to see what we got. .48. That's what the graph says. That's crazy. 0.47. Can we see 0.46? It's like hovering at 0.48 arc seconds. That's crazy. That's really good guiding. And you could see like the head of the Pelican too, which is crazy. That's this right here. So this is going to be the head, the top of the head. And then what it's going to do is it's going to come down, and this is going to be the beak right here. So you're going to see the beak, and then it's going to come, and it's going to be like it's going to come over here, and then it's going to go around, and then it's going to come down over here. So it's going to be this huge, this is the center of right here. So it's going to be very interesting what we're going to get with this. This is going to be an 8-minute image. There might be a little bit of a drift, but I just want to see because the nebula is going to be solid. I can always get rid of the stars if I have to. what we're at. So one thing I don't like about sky capture is that when you're in the middle of adjusting an image, you can't tell the time of how much time you have left on that image. That's one thing I don't like. At least with easy cap, not easy cap, sharp cap, it will tell you how much time you have left between exposures, even when you're editing an image. That's one thing I don't like about it. Oh, it's done. So let's see. The stars did drift. Oh yeah, stars definitely drifted. So 8 minutes is just way too much. We'll go down to 5 minutes. But I want to see what we get though. That's the most important thing. Ho, 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 ho. Of course, it's upside down, but oh yeah, no doubt that's amazing. And we can enhance some of the detail too. Let's see if we can just pull it out just a little bit more here. There we go. And you can see the difference, though. What's crazy about this is the difference between the North American Nebula and the Pelican is the Pelican's a lot dimmer than the North American Nebula, which is crazy to think about. We could flip it if we really wanted to, and then you can really see the Pelican. But again, what you're doing is here's what I could do. I can zoom it out here. Here, we'll go to 20% so you can really see it, because we got 5 minutes before the next image here. Okay, let's go this way. There you go. So when you're looking at this, you can follow it up and it goes around this way. And then this is the beak right here. Okay, so this is the beak, this is the eye right here, and this is the top of the head right here. This is the top of the head, and then it comes around with the wing, which is right here. Again, use your imagination. I know it's not perfect, but you can really see what it looks like just based off of that. That's a 5-minute shot too. You can almost get lost in that image. And we could also look at any hydrogen alpha object here. We can go back to the elephant trunk. We can look at that. I mean, there's a lot of objects that we can get. Next image is done. So this is a 5-minute image again. So we've taken 2 so far. How do the stars look? Not bad. That is incredible. That shot right there. Wow. See if we can enhance it just a little bit here. There you go. That's incredible. The green colored image is my QHY camera. So here. Take it down and see. I can show you. I can zoom in. Stars look like junk on this one, though. Yeah, so the green colored image again is the QHY on the 80mm refractor, which is meh. But this one, which is taking up most of the screen, this is what I'm loving the most. Wide field, where unfortunately I won't be able to do anything with it tonight. Because I gotta take things apart, and I gotta put things together, and I don't have time for that. And what I could do is I could move it over to the North American Nebula too. But it's getting close to north, so I don't want to go too much further because it's really getting close. It's hitting zenith, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it to another object. What I want to do is I want to move it to M76. We'll get one more image of the Pelican, and then we're going to move it over. Next is M76. We're just going to wait for the last image to finish here. so that should be just about done. If not, it's already done. Okay, so now it's done. Okay, so now we're going to move objects. So we're going to go to M76. We will look at Pelican one more time. There you go. Well, actually, what I'll do here, we'll zoom out, and then you'll get the full picture. Here we go. There we go. And so then you'll get it one last time. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to go on to the next object. So we're going to go to my viewer. Make sure we're in the right spot. We got about another minute, and then we'll stop the guider. About 50 seconds. And again, we're going to be going to M76 next. So be ready for M76. Okay. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Done. All right. We're going to stop that. We'll stop that. We'll stop the guider. And now we're going to move to M76. This is going to be more than a hop, skip, and a jump. This is going to be big. This is going to be a big jump. All right. Let's make the move. Let's do it. And we're moving. Alright, we should be right on top of M76 now. You can see the bullseye, and M76 sits right in there. Fantastic. Now let's take a look at my video, see where we're at. Now we're on hydrogen alpha, so let's see what it looks like in hydrogen alpha. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, so we got about 10 seconds. Okay. Let's take a look and see what we got. It's even in view, I don't even know. Oh yeah. Perfect. If you're wondering where it is, it's this right here. That's the little dumbbell nebula. M76. Right dead center. So it's right where I want it to be. Fantastic. We're gonna move it just a little bit so that way I can get better guide stars here. There's a good guide star right here. I'm gonna try to get it away from a dead pixel. There we go, right there. Perfect. That's a good star for guiding. Excellent. Good star for guiding. Alright, so we're going to take a 4-minute exposure in hydrogen alpha just to see what we get. And go. So kind of funny that we're going to start with the dumbbell and we're going to end with the little dumbbell. How crazy is that? Maybe I can move the one image. Yeah, I can. Perfect. Alright, so we're taking a 4-minute exposure in hydrogen alpha, again, of M76. Hopefully we'll be able to get something that's going to be really good. It's a small object, so we'll see. About 20 seconds left. You can actually see it without even me doing anything with it. That's crazy. Look at that. You can see the object without even doing any adjustments. That's it right there. Wow. Let's go to curves. Ooh. There you go. Isn't that cool? So that's the little dumbbell nebula right there. And this is a 4-minute exposure. What's cool about this is if you look carefully, you can see the little wisp right there on the edge here, and then there's a little wisp right here. Look at that little wisp right there. And then you have this body of nebula right there. And we could do this in color. You know, we could take 4 or 5. We could take 4 or 5 in hydrogen alpha, take 4 or 5 in red, green, and blue, and see what we get. Because this would be the substitute for the red channel, so we might as well do it that way. So we could just do 3 sets and then call it a night. Alright, so with the camera on the bottom left, this is it at 2 times magnification. And then, of course, you could see it. It is right there. It's right there. And I could be able to stack this image, and the stars look pinpoint, too. So, that's a 4-minute image, and we're taking 4-minute shots one after another. So I'll be able to take this one non-stop all the way through. So this is image 1 in hydrogen alpha. This is image number 2. And you want to see how small this thing is? Ready? We're going to zoom out, okay? So this is 13% magnification. That's it right there. That's how small it is. It kind of, looking at this, it looks like there's clouds that are coming through, because now I can't see the nebula at all. Yeah, there's clouds coming through. Hmm. There is. Interesting. Oh yeah. There's definitely clouds coming through. Darn it. That's why I couldn't really see anything. This was by far the best image so far that I've taken of the dumbbell. We may only get this one, and that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. Cloud must have came right through, and it must have did some havoc here. Let me take a look and see what the next image looks like. Let me see. No, it doesn't look any better. Yeah, it doesn't look promising. I don't know what it looks like outside. Oh yeah, you can barely even see the star. Okay, well, that might be the indication that we are done. So even if we were to get the Perseids, the peak isn't until like 2 a.m. So unfortunately, we wouldn't really be able to get much. But we got a lot of objects tonight. Boy, did we had tons of fun, didn't we? I think we did some awesome capturing. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll move this over just a little bit here. The way it's in the middle. If you want to take a screenshot, however you want to do it. We'll get the curves. There you go. Yep, Cloud said, we're done. If you want to take a screenshot of that, you most certainly can, which is so cool. Eventually we'll be able to get this in color. You know, I want to get this in red, green, and blue. This is in hydrogen alpha, which is really cool. But yeah, that's about it. And it's just about 1 a.m. Clouds are rolling through. Guiding looks like it has just completely taken a poop. We're guiding at 1.66 arc seconds. That's not good. So with that being said, we'll let a couple of songs play out. I'll be on for just a little bit longer. If anybody has any questions or anything, make sure to message me in the chat. I'll be here for a little bit longer. Saving images and just transfer them over to the OneDrive. So, yeah. Yeah, it was as high as 2.02. And it's going to get a lot worse. When I can't find the stars, it's just going to bounce all over the place, which means the stars are going to look like arrows. But I want to thank everyone for coming on. We got a lot of good images. A lot of small objects that you don't normally see, which was super cool. We started off with the dumbbell, which was super cool. And I think we got quite a bit of that. In luminance, by the way. Then we went over to NGC 6905, which is called the Blue Flash Nebula, which I thought was kind of cool. We did that in luminance, which was pretty neat. Then we moved over to another smaller object, which was NGC 7027. Then we moved over to a star cluster, which was kind of cool. Then we figured, why not, since we were passing by, let's go get the Pelican Nebula, which is IC 5070, which is kind of neat. And then we're ending off with another dumbbell, which was the Little Dumbbell Nebula. How cool. And we'll do color images later, but just want to thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Amol, Sammy, Chris F from Astro-Imaging, Troy, Bob. I saw that you were on, and all the lurkers out there. There was a ton of lurkers out there. Just sitting there, just watching on a Monday night. Now a Tuesday morning. With that being said, thank you guys so much for coming on in. And I'll talk to you guys on the next stream. Don't know when it's going to be, but I'll make sure to let you guys know. Make sure you check out the community. Make sure you check out my Facebook. Or just message me on Facebook Messenger. So you guys have a wonderful night. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.